I've been testing gear from a new company for me. This is Code of Bell. They have some unique designs with a lot of versatility. I have two bags from them, a larger X-Case brief pack, and then this smaller wallet-sized sling called the Annex Case II. In this video, I'll show you the sling, and then next week I'll follow up with a longer video on the modular backpack, which has a mounting system to incorporate this sling. I'll start the video out with the size and materials, then I'll show you how the sling strap setup works, and I'll follow up with the interior organization and show you how much you can fit in this sling. Starting with the dimensions, this is a smaller sling. It has a ton of interior pockets. However, it's only 8.3 by 4.7 wide, 1.4 deep. It's listed as having a 0.9 liter capacity. However, all these sleeves, dividers, and pockets end up eating up a lot of the volume. You can store a lot of small gear in here, however, not a ton of bulky gear, so you should really think of the Annex Case II more like a wallet rather than a pouch. I mentioned Code of Bell has some unique designs. This also goes for their materials. They use a recycled waterproof fabric called the ECOPAK EXP. It's laminated. It's pretty similar to X-Pack fabrics, but this one right here has a much smoother nylon fabric on the exterior. They also fit a surprising amount of other high quality hardware on here, such as these water resistant YKK zippers. They have large nylon swivel clips, buckles, and strap adjusters, as well as this magnetic Fidlocks slide adjuster buckle on the strap. Before I go into the organization, I wanted to show you how this carry system works because I think it's kind of a medium complicated strap setup. It's designed to carry multiple setups horizontally, vertically, and then you can adjust this strap to be really short or loosen it up to hang down much lower. However, looking at this setup with multiple strap designs and 4 attachment points, I think it can be a little bit confusing out of the box if you don't know how it works. I watched a few other reviews to see how people were carrying this thing. Often I saw adjusting this strap by pulling out this loose piece of webbing here. It does work, however, I think it looks a little bit awkward and is not the best way to adjust this strap. I think the best way to demonstrate this is on the ground so you can see all the different configurations. The main setup is this one long piece of webbing going through this adjuster and ending over here in this flat buckle. Then a second smaller section of webbing starting at this adjuster and ending over here in a swivel buckle. On the opposite end of the strap, there's another short section of webbing, this Fidlock buckle, and another swivel clip. This is for disconnecting the bag and make it easy to take on and off, but you're not going to use this section for adjusting the strap. The way this attachment works is you're going to keep both swivel buckles attached to the bag, and you're going to adjust the length with the strap attached to the flat buckle. There's 4 attachment points on the back for carrying the bag in either a horizontal or vertical orientation, and it just depends on which clips you attach it to. However, the setup is going to be the same. In the first setup orientation, you're going to have both the swivel and the flat buckle attached to the D-ring at the same time. This is that strap orientation, probably the most basic, what I call like a medium length. The next orientation to lengthen this strap is you're going to detach the flat buckle and just run the strap up through the adjuster. That's the strap all the way extended, and you can see the buckle on this strap is just kind of sitting up here right next to the adjuster and not in the way. If you want a strap length between the medium and the long, you just pull the strap out a little bit, kind of sits here on the strap, and you use this little strap keeper to keep this from dangling. Now, if you want to shorten this strap, you could just take this webbing and pull it through the adjuster a little bit, but then you're going to get this weird loop of webbing that I don't think looks very good. So instead, what I think works better is to just detach the clip again, and then you're just going to clip it lower down here on this bottom buckle, and you can still use the strap keeper to keep this thing in place. So now the bag is sitting much higher up on me. The strap is contained. You can't really tell if there's an extra piece of strap going down here, and there's no loose floppy bits. Now I'll show you the organization on the Annex Case II. The setup is 2 main pockets, this large organizational pocket, and then a front pocket which holds a surprisingly large amount of gear. This front pocket has its own volume. It sticks out from the bag. And you can see here from the side, fully expanded, The width on this front pocket is almost as wide as the entire main compartment. And even though this pocket is relatively large, the zipper opening is a little bit small, so you're not going to fit anything in here large like a cell phone. And then to show you some of the stuff you can fit in this pocket, it's quite large, like a hand sanitizer, large travel adapter, sunscreen. You can fit quite a lot in this pocket. The interior of the Sling has a ton of pockets and dividers. However, they're all very thin like a wallet. Several sleeves, pockets, and dividers. There's 3 main large sleeves in here, one in the middle, one over here on the side, and then one zippered pocket over on this side that I think kind of look like you could store money into them. I brought a bunch of different denominations of different size money so you can see what can fit in what. For example, this middle pocket can fit kind of the smaller euros. It fits dollars pretty good. However, some bigger money like the Uruguayan peso, it's a little bit too tall. Same thing with some of the larger notes, like the 50 euro, for example, it's just too tall for this pocket. However, both the zipper pocket over on this side fit all that money really easily. And then the sleeve behind the credit cards, this thing is gigantic and you can just stuff a ton of cash in there without a problem. In front of that, you can see there's a ton of credit card sleeves, 4 on each side for a total of 8. On the other side of the middle divider, 2 little webbing pockets, 3 kind of extension stretchy pockets, and then this zipper pocket and a pen holder. And then to show you again from the side, I have this few things in this front pocket, but you see the volume on this kind of wallet part. We don't really have a lot of volume here to work with. So we have that cash in here. This thing is full of credit cards. I'll put some chapstick, earbuds over here. This is the Airfly Pro. I'll put my passport over here in this zip pocket. And a little mini multi-tool. And this kind of middle zipper pocket's too small for money, so I'll just use it to store receipts. And then finally a pencil up here. You can see I have quite a few things in here. I don't have a lot of volume. And then squishing this thing down from the side, you can see it's pretty maxed out in volume. I can still shut the zipper really easily, but I can't fit a whole lot more in here. So again, a small but versatile sling bag. I like the look of this thing, and it's very well made with high quality materials. It's versatile carry with this adjustable strap that lets you carry the bag in multiple orientations. The cons for me are the smaller size and lack of storage space for larger gear. This front pocket is nice. However, there's almost too many pockets on the inside for the size of this Sling. It works great as a wallet, but it doesn't have enough capacity to really hold a whole lot more. I think if they removed some of these dividers and sleeves from the inside, or maybe made the bag just slightly deeper, it would greatly improve the functionality. That's all I have for the Code of Bell Annex Case II. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and hopefully you'll stick around next week where I can show you the larger X-Case 3-way brief pack.